welcome to Back to Back. And we are here with, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm George, DJ Jargy.
And I'm DJ Shuggzs. My name is DJ Shuggzs. Sometimes confused with DJ Shuggzs. It's nowhere near as good as me.
Okay, perfect. What music do you both play?
Well, I suppose mainly, if you can get it from the name, I came into the industry through reggae music, and so reggae, dancehall, bashment, that kind of sound is my bread and butter. But then I play a lot of R&B, hip hop, Afro beats, and because I play out all over the place, sometimes I end up being multi-genre as well. So all the rest of it will get in. But predominantly, I'm playing reggae, dancehall, R&B, hip hop, and Afro beats.
Okay, cool. And how about you?
Yeah, well, I started with UK Garage. So way back in the day, playing UK Garage, that was my thing. And so when UK Garage started going down and people weren't into it, it kind of changed into grime. I was a grime DJ, had an MC crew. And when that sort of started going down, went into dubstep, played dubstep for a while, man. Yeah, I was just up and down the country, man, doing up dubstep. It was sick. I loved that time. I love the grime time as well. Now, I am doing a lot of multi-genre work, so I'm playing up and down, doing mainly multi-genre work now. But my main love at the moment now is the soulful house scene. So I play a lot of soulful house. It's sort of what I play for myself. So I would say I'm a multi-genre DJ, but like, I tend to play a lot of soulful house, really.
Okay, great. So where do you both play?
I've got a residency in Cannock, and you'll find me all over Birmingham in different folds of different places, playing all over the place. I suppose most notably, obviously playing here back to back next Wednesday, which is the 23rd of July, and then after that, I'll be residency in Cannock on the Friday, and I've actually got a little bit of work going out doing some weddings at the minute, so I can't give you any directions or any invites to those because they're invite only.
Okay,
yeah.
See you at the
noted.
wedding.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, man.
How about yourself?
So it's very similar to George. So I play in Cannock a lot, but also play loads of places. Like this weekend, I'm in Manchester. And Bicester, and Wolverhampton. So yeah, man. So like yeah, all over the place, to be fair. Next week I'm in. Oh man, what's that place called? Some weird place with a weird name that I've never been to in my life. It's by Romford. It is Romford.
Romford.
It is Romford.
CB Romford.
My bad. No offense to the Romford crew. Do you know what I mean? I got love for everybody.
Okay, great. So, how long have you been DJing for, and how did that DJ journey start?
Good question. Folding back the years now. So I
love that tune.
I started DJing just because I've always loved music. So whenever I've gone to a friend's house who's got DJ decks, I'd always kind of find my way over to there at some point in the night and have a little mess about and just kind of play around with sound, because that's something that I've always been interested in from really young. But I started really getting into DJing when I got my first residency. So it came about in a weird way. I went over to Cyprus on a holiday, and the first bar that we went to after we'd landed in the plane, there was a woman that we met there who was really cool, and she ended up after about 5 minutes saying, well, I've got a bar and we need a DJ. The DJ's just dropped out for tonight. And I went over there with my friend who was a DJ, and he bought his decks out there with the intention to go out there and play. But he didn't want to start playing straight away because it was a bit too... He wanted a rest, he wanted a holiday. So he goes, no. And I said, yeah, I'll do it. So I jumped on that, and I ended up taking his decks, plugging it into that sound system, and I remember that first night, I didn't have any music with me whilst I was in Cyprus, so I was downloading songs whilst I was playing songs. So I had 2 memory sticks, and I had one memory stick in the laptop, with a couple of songs on, and then the other memory stick was in the other laptop, my friend's laptop, because I pinched it off him. And I was downloading songs from that and then switching them over again so I could put the new songs in and the new songs in. And I remember that I was playing for about 6 or 7 hours, and I must have had about 10 tunes to start off the whole night. So I literally had I probably only had about, even if I played the whole songs, I probably only had about half an hour's worth of material. And yeah, all the rest of it had to be downloaded on the spot. And that went really well. So I got offered to come back, ended up turning into a residency. So I stayed in Cyprus for a hell of a lot longer than I expected to. And then when I came back over to England, I kind of had a break of maybe about a year where I didn't really do any DJing. And then I really got back into it on the back end of some of the sound engineering work that I was doing. And yeah, for the last 4 years, I've been playing out, and DJing's been my main income. So yeah, man. Yeah, probably about 5 years, I guess, including all of that, because I went to Cyprus in 2020. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. Well, it sounds really interesting, your journey. And
man.
yeah, how about you?
Yo, it wasn't that good. I started when I was, man, I'm gonna have to show my age now, which is a mad thing. But even saying a mad thing, but anyway, I started when I was like 17, 18. So my cousin, who happens to be DJ Webster, he was already DJing. So, and he was younger than me. So he's 2-3 years younger than I am. So he was already really good at DJing, and he had a set of decks in his bedroom. And what we used to do is we used to go to the record shop, buy like vinyl, but I was the one with the money, so I'd go out and buy everybody's vinyls and stuff. But I couldn't DJ, but I wanted to DJ. So I was trying, man, and like vinyls are like different to sort of the electronic stuff. Like it's a lot easier now, but it's, yeah, man, and it was so much more expensive. Like records were costing anything between, say, if we were lucky, you get a record for a £5, but I was probably paying anything between, I'd say £6 to 15 quid per vinyl. And they come with sometimes one track on there on its own. Sometimes you get 4 or 5 on there. But yeah, one day we were playing. I bought a set of decks, some rubbish belt drive decks, and a really crappy mixer. The mixer was terrible. And yeah, one day we were just playing. My cousin kept telling me what you got to do. You got to count to 4, do this. And I didn't know when I was like trying to get it and trying to understand it in my head. And one day, I took 2 songs. The one song was No Doubt. It's a garage tune. So if you know, you know. Yeah. It was that tune mixed with another tune called, I think, man, you know what? Rest in peace. But it was Follow Me by Alias. So I mixed those 2 tunes together, and I got it right. And I knew I got it right. And the Webster was like, you've got it. Jumped up, all excited. From that day, that was it. Like I could get most of the songs right. So once I understood it, we ended up doing radio within like the first 2-3 weeks of me learning how to DJ. Yeah, because I started as an MC, so I used to be an MC. I had rubbish lyrics, you know, all of them days. And then yeah, once we got into DJing, I was doing radio. We were doing Frontline FM, PCRL, and then I started my own radio station called The Wash. Yeah, man, it was mad. Like,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but it was crazy. Like I started from a bedroom, so like so I had like a set of decks and that, and we had a guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but he used to make the transmitters. Like I'll tell you his name later. But yeah,
We'll be giving him a call.
yeah, man. Yeah, he used to make the transmitters, like just there with his soldering iron and everything. Made us a transmitter. Bought that off him. He made us a mad long wire, and then he managed to send a radio signal from the transmitter all the way to this aerial that was like super far away from my house. So yes, we were just running this radio station on the FM waves, a private radio station.
Wow.
Yeah, it was sick. And then I ran another. After that kind of, I left the stuff where it was, so we moved house. And when I moved house, I already I was already somewhere else. Somebody was supposed to pick up all of this equipment and didn't. They left it in the house because they thought it was rubbish. So I ended up losing transmitter, lost everything. So started another one, bought some more equipment, used the same guy, and yeah, it did.
Same name?
Did that? Nah, man. This is years later. So we're probably talking about 4 years after that, because I was still DJing. I was doing just down the road from here, so we're at Sophie at the moment, and I was doing the plug, I think it was called. It was underneath HMV Institute.
Yeah.
Which is, what's it called now? Is it the O2?
O2 Institute, I
Is it
think.
O2
Yeah,
Institute?
yeah.
Yeah. So the plug was the club underneath it. So do that. That was when I got into dubstep. But before that, oh my days, I forgot about a whole chunk. Like when I was doing grime and garage and stuff, I was DJing with Devilman, NODB, so that's like Deadly, Miles Fist, all of them, Fiasco. Who else? Midlands Mafia. I still got some of these CDs as well, man. Who else? Like loads of the Birmingham heavyweights. I was doing that. That was grime. It's sick, man. That was all vinyl, crazy expensive. Mashed up my shoulder carrying them and everything. And then, I slowed down. Sort of got into the whole family life and that, had children and stuff, and then stopped. Got into production a bit more, and then just stopped DJing. And then about 6 years ago, I think I got back into it. And that was sort of when I had to get used to CD decks. So I got used to CD decks, and then they were like, well, forget CDs now. Now we've got controllers. And then I had to get used to controllers. And this is sort of where I am now. The music's a lot cheaper, like a lot cheaper. Which is, it's a shame for the musicians, but it's cool for me. So now I can play almost anything. So like you can throw anything at me, and I'll do my best to try and mix it and stuff. But yeah, that's sort of where I'm at now. That was a long intro, but I said it.
No, and it's great to hear both of your backgrounds, because the thing with DJs is we are so versatile, right? And we also have different beginnings for each other, so it's really interesting to hear your guys' backgrounds. So the next phase is we've just got some statements regarding DJing, and basically we want you to say whether you agree or disagree with the statement.
Whoa.
So
Got some polarizing.
I feel like this is gonna really this is really gonna pull on some strings on this one. But the first one, which I feel like is gonna be a debatable one, is so the sync button has ruined the craft of DJing. True or false? Or agree or disagree?
False.
Yeah, I'm gonna say false as well. Like,
Okay.
I use it. I like it.
I just think it allows more space for flair and like the actual style of DJing that you play, because obviously beat matching is the bread and butter of DJing. Obviously you want two songs to blend in together, so yeah, that's important. But if you got a machine that can do that part for you, you can focus on the rest of the performance stuff, I suppose. But coming from reggae music also, the sync button is never a perfect fix. Sometimes your tunes just don't line up nice.
Yeah, man, you've got to do it properly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I would say, I would agree. I would say false. I won't say it's ruined the craft. Well, I don't know, because it depends what you, or how you what's that word I'm looking for? How you would, damn it. It depends what you mean by craft. Because if we're talking vinyl DJing, it's ruined that craft,
Right.
because now you can sync stuff. You've got those little things that you can put on the vinyls and that, and you can just scratch and da 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 da. But if you're going into sort of the DMC competitions, and sort of you're using the sync, you've got a one up on the guys that aren't using sync.
Right.
But if we're talking about just purely entertaining people, the sync button is a blessing. Like,
Yeah.
loads of people now have got mad short attention spans because, you know, you can go on all these different social medias and just skip your tune, skip your videos and stuff. So sometimes a lot of people just want to hear the first part of the tune, the chorus, and then the one that they're just like, next one. And if you got the sing button, you can just get that done.
Yeah.
And you can entertain people a lot better. And like George said, you can focus on the flair. So yeah, I'm gonna say no because I enjoy using it.
Okay. Yeah, it's great.
That was a good one. That was.
Yeah. So the next one is Serato is the best DJ software. Agree or disagree?
I'm agreeing with that.
these would be
I'm
twitchy.
agreeing with that now. I'm standing by Serato. I am standing with Serato and saying, yeah, you mans came first to stems, did it the best. And the only thing I don't like, Serato, if you're watching, is your library management's terrible.
Library management is absolutely shite.
Library management's terrible. Fix that up.
Yeah.
But I love Serato. It's better than all the others, in my opinion.
Man, yeah, I am gonna say Serato is the best. It's what I use, and I've used, or I still use, virtual DJ sometimes.
Okay.
And yeah, like it's a bit weird. At home, and for home DJing, I think virtual DJ is amazing, man. It's
Right.
awesome, and like the response is rapid. I think their syncing's better. I think the syncing's better on virtual DJ than it is on Serato. And also, I do think this might be a bit controversial, but I do think the stems are better on virtual DJ. Yeah.
Interesting.
But overall, Serato wins hands down. In the club, Serato's the one. Like,
Serious?
Yeah, in the club, Serato's the one. For actual just like making sure you're entertaining people, for being able to have everything on your screen, for being able to what's that thing? Sort of customize your screen as well.
And note to the graphic response of Serato as
Graphic
well,
response is
because
amazing.
it's sick, and
Yeah.
the way that they analyze the tunes and their color coding for bass, tops, all the rest of it.
I love that.
That's
and the vocals for
best
stems.
by far.
Yeah, I love
blows
that.
everything else out the water.
Yeah. Do you know what? Forget it. Yeah.
Serato's
Serato's
the
the
one.
one.
I'm telling you.
Serato's the one.
Convert
Serato's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one might be a controversial one. Image is the most important thing for a DJ to be popular. Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree. I agree because if you're talking about a DJ being popular,
Yeah.
the image does matter. When I'm playing out, I always try and make sure I'm not dressed in like the garments I would wear in my yard, because yeah, like.
Not your pajamas.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've got clothes. I'm mismatched now, but that's because I've come from the gym. But
But not one short and string vest.
yeah, man, I can't. Yeah, man, I'm gonna try and make sure that my image is on point. But on top of that, on social media, right? So I see enough DJs that started last year, the year before, right? And their focus is making sure that they're really good on social media. They're always posting, always doing stuff, and they're constantly getting work.
Yeah.
So they're making sure that their social media image is on point, and that is definitely going to help them. It will definitely get them work, and they deserve the work because as long as they're a good DJ
That's
and
hard
they've
work.
got the image. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm terrible at social media. Like I get bookings, but I don't even know how. I don't know.
It's only because they're like, yeah, you can come back again.
Yeah,
that's it. You pass through once, and then they're like, yeah, get him again.
Yeah, get him again. That's kind of what happens. Like, 'cause I don't even know how I get in there once. Sometimes though,
Bro, I do this exactly the same as you, and I think coming round to the question as well. I'm gonna go against you. I think it's really important, but I don't think image is the most important thing, because I do think sound is really important, and having a unique sound as well. Because it's all well and good if you're going out there and you've got a great image. Yes, you definitely need to build an image if you're going to be a popular DJ, because it's by far an image business. Like you are going to
Yeah.
be, if you're putting yourself out in the space of everybody, so that's from international DJs all down to your bedroom local DJs and everywhere in between, then you need something to stand out, and image is something that is so unique to each individual that if you can lean into your image, it's only going to help you. But if you look at the DJs that are the biggest DJs in the world, they all make their own tunes. So I think it's about having that original music, because without that original music, then you're only playing the same thing that everyone else can play. Yeah, you might play it in your way and it might be sick, don't get me wrong, but if you're making your own tunes, no one can chat to you.
That's mad. I had this conversation today.
Is it?
Yeah. I had this conversation today. And like I was talking to my cousin. Oh man, I'll end up name dropping. But I was talking to my cousin, and I was like, you know what? I need you to teach me how to make house music, because I can do it, but he's like a different level. So like I was like, I want you to teach me, and he's like, you don't need teaching. I'm like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Because if I want to be the best, I do have to have my own bank of tunes. I do have to be creating the tunes that people love.
And even if it's not your own production as well, like dub plates, there's a lot of DJs that get really far with dub plates as well.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Yeah, AG, wicked DJ, dub plate man.
It's mad. This is going on social media, but I rather disagree.
Do you?
I don't think it's that good. And like, but don't post this part.
Don't post this part. We're live, bro.
You know what? I don't. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's that good. But as a DJ, I think he deserves.
But I think he did well. The image.
Yeah. I think he deserves to be where he is, because he has pushed his image. He was out there grafting on the roads and that, like just DJing when nobody wanted to hear him. When people were like, just move blood, and he kept it going, and he was consistent. So, regardless of what I think about his skill level, I do think that his image and his persistence. He deserves to be where he is. And the thing is, you can learn to become better. And like on his journey, I've already seen him getting better. Yeah. So as a DJ, do you know what I mean? Like, the dub plates thing, yeah. But I've heard man play dub plates and not sync the tune, not mix the tune properly, just whacking them in and Like, and I'm getting mad, but people love it. So again, I'm not even sure if skill matters as much, but. I don't know. It's a really hard question. It's a really good question, to be fair. It's a really good question.
I suppose there's so many aspects into it as well, because as you say, somebody could have a great image and be really consistent on social media and put themselves out there, whereas there could be somebody who's really skillful and really niche into that, and that speaks for itself. So I guess it's kind of, I suppose it's like a middle ground with what both of you are saying, but it's nice to hear your perspectives on it. The next one that we have is, people aren't as bothered about music these days. Agree or disagree?
I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I am bothered by music. Music bothers me every day. I love it.
I would say if people are probably less bothered with new music, because the new stuff that comes out, I don't think it has no longevity. When I'm out, I rarely play new tunes. Like if I play a new tune, like it's something that's popular for the minute. Right. But I'll watch that tune, like I'll watch that tune get people to leave the dance floor. Like I'll see it get people on there, and I'll play it, and then like after a while of going and like to all these different places, one day that same song will make people leave the dance floor. So I've watched them transition, but I've watched the older tunes keep people there. Yeah. Like Rihanna's got like a mad pull, and like her tunes from the year 2000, her tunes from 2015 are still getting people up. They're still doing the thing, and like as mad as it sounds, R. Kelly's still doing bits. Like enough people won't play him. I'll play R. Kelly, because I think that most of the people that are making tunes out there, really, they're probably a bit similar to man now.
And imagine the geezers that wrote that tune that wasn't R. Kelly anyway, and he's like, I made a banger. Why did I have to give it that geezer? Yeah, serious, man.
Yeah, I'll leave royalties, man. You get me? This one man's locked off my royalties.
Yeah.
So I think they're not as interested in the new music, but they're probably more interested. They're still interested in music as a whole, I feel.
Yeah, I think that interest in music will never die. It cannot. I think there's something so feelingsy about music. I can't get the right word for it, but something so feelingsy about music. Emotive. It makes me feel things. Or when I'm feeling something, I'll listen to a song in order to either change that emotion or experience that emotion fully, or all the rest of it. Like that's what I use music as, for a tool. And I know so many other people in my life use it as a feelings and an emotive tool. So I don't think that there will ever be a world where music has no space. And I think everyone will be bothered by music. I just think that the infrastructure of the industry now is that it's so saturated. Like you were saying earlier, it's so much cheaper to get songs and music now. So there's less specialty to it as well. And also, like, a man that used to listen to music back in the 70s or 60s or something, that would go get his vinyl, put it on the plate, sit down, make himself a cup of tea, listen to the 4 or 5 tracks in one run in a sitting, think, oh, I like this guitar riff, oh, I like this. Now you got Spotify in front of yourself, so you can get through a 20-song album in 30 seconds. No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Nah, not that
So
one.
true.
Yeah, nah, not that one. Oh, that's a bit of a banger, but I'm bored of it now. Next one. And I think the way that we consume music is so much faster now.
Yeah.
That it, like you're saying, I think that new music, it's difficult to get poignant pieces of art because everything is focused on being there for a minute. Just being there for a minute. Just let me be so loud that I grab your attention for a second and stand out from all of the other noise that's putting out. Because I think I do a lot of production stuff and teach a lot of production stuff as well. And in that, we were talking about how many songs are actually released onto Spotify or onto your distros every day. You're looking at over 100,000 songs that are coming out, and that's just like a day. So the amount of competition that you have as an artist is ridiculous. So you can understand why the industry's gone that way. I just think that promotes fast fashion of music, kind of.
Yeah.
It's a good way to put it. Yeah.
And as well, I think, like, I used to listen to whole albums. I used to go to the shop, buy a CD or buy a vinyl, get an album, and I would like you said, just listen to the whole thing, start to finish, including the skits.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, like I can, like, my favorite albums have got some of the most amazing skits on there. Packing the Mac in the back of the app, packing the Mac in the back of the app. but yeah.
The next statement is CDJs 3000s are the best decks that have ever been played on.
No,
I disagree with that
I fully
statement.
disagree.
Fully.
I think the 2s were better than the 3s.
Yep, definitely.
There was no thinking with that. That was like...
No.
The 2000s are way better than the 3000s. 3000s should have never been thought up. Whoever thought them up, like, we should get them,
Put
here.
them on the wall.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And just turn their body into the writing on this wall. Nah, I don't really think that. That's actually really sadistic. But nah, they're definitely not. They're stupid. And they said that they made those because that was what people said they wanted. They said people didn't want the pads at the bottom by the the bottom of the jug wheel. They said that people wanted the pads at the top of the jug wheel.
Yeah, but let's face it, they're buttons, they're not pads. You can't drum
They're
pad
not
on
pads,
them.
are they?
They're buttons,
Thank
you're
you.
supposed to click them. You're supposed to get a...
All right.
Yeah.
Whereas you want drum pads when you're doing hot cues,
Yeah.
when you DJ,
Yeah.
or when I'm
I
DJing,
agree.
I'm a big geezer in it, so I'm heavy-handed and all the
Gotta
rest
do
of it. Everybody knows me as a bull in a china shop. So when I'm pressing stuff, I'm pressing it with some venom. So I don't, those decks and me don't get on particularly well. Obviously, if that's all I can play on, that's all I can play on. But
Yeah, and you know what? A lot of the guys that I speak to as well don't like them either. So like Pioneer or Alpha Theta, whatever you do now, whatever you calling yourselves now. Yeah, like don't do that again.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Go back to the old thing that everybody loves.
Yeah.
And don't listen to them 9 people that sent you a complaint letter. Because you know what? The real people that are out here mixing ain't sending complaint letters.
yeah, because your 2s were bang on.
Yeah.
Your 2s were bang on. The only thing that you can do to improve those 2s is put stems features on there.
Yeah.
If you're gonna come out with a
I
proper
agree
thing
with
with
that.
stems on it, you've done the whole DJ market. And this goes to anyone, Roland, if you're watching, I love your stuff. Yeah, you best make one quicker than these lot. Because I'm telling you, like, whoever gets that stem functions first
Winning.
on a standalone,
CDJs.
on a standalone,
Yeah.
they're killing it.
Denon's on the way to Denon's on the way to clearing that, I think. but I'm not
They're
a
good
Denon
decks,
guy.
actually.
Yeah, Denon I think are awesome. I think Denon are really good. Yeah, but yeah, as far as CDJs, Pioneer ruled the roost there, but like not the 3000s.
I really enjoyed playing on the motorized rain controllers. I thought that was
If we get
damn
into
good.
controllers, that's a next one.
Yeah,
Man.
Like those ones are good, man.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. So, beat matching is the most important thing for a DJ.
It is
True
to
or
me.
false?
I think, yeah.
I'm going to take selection over beat matching.
Do you know what?
Because, you know, like you were saying earlier, there's mans that just stick it in raw every time, and there's no. But it's the selection.
Yeah.
It's the selection because you chose the right song. I only just clap what you said. Because it's the right song and it works with where you're at.
Yeah.
You've won. You've won already.
It's true. It's true. I know like plenty of DJs that can't mix for Tuffy, but like they're getting recurring gigs over and over again because people just love the tune selection. So I would say, yeah, I'll agree. If you can mix properly as well, if you can beat match, then you're live. Man.
Yeah, you clear.
you're live.
Selection and beat matching, you clear.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna agree again.
Okay.
With Georgie.
This one's probably going to hit a nerve, or you've probably heard this a few times. DJs, all they do is press play.
Well, the
kinda
previous
true
question
still.
wouldn't matter if that was the kid.
We're kind of true still. We press play and there's a couple steps in between, but that's the most important thing. Play is the selection, right?
No, DJs don't just press play, man. Some
you're right.
DJs just press play. Some DJs definitely. I've seen them with my eyes and heard them with my ears, and them man are pressing play, and they just stand back and they just look at the crowd, and the crowd's like, "Well, they love it because they're drunk." But yeah, some DJs do. Real DJs don't just press play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love nothing more than seeing a DJ actually in the act of like putting the set together, particularly when you see someone doing like a 4 or 6 deck kind of setup and arrangement. That stuff gives me goosebumps because I'm like, rah, he's working on, and then he's working on, and then he's.
It's like a
That
different
stuff's
level.
exciting. So the best of the best
Yeah.
are way more than pressing play.
I do love that, like the James Hype thing, and like there's people with this James Hype all day, but I won't. Like,
He's got skills.
he's
man.
got skills, and if we were talking Deadmau5 versus, which is he's probably dead now, nobody's talking about it now. But Deadmau5 versus James Hype wins every time, like all day because he mixes. Deadmau5 just
Deadmau5 is a producer in my eyes.
he's a producer. He's a bad
He's
boy
a sick
producer.
producer.
Yeah, bad boy producer, man. But yeah, I've got James Hype all day on that one.
Okay. DJing is a lonely activity.
Disagree.
Disagree. Man.
DJing brings people together. Anything music brings people together. Even if you're on your own, DJing in your own room, just think of who you're actually interacting with. You've got a 50 Cent song produced by whoever this producer is over here with this vocalist on here. It was written by this writer. It has this percussionist on there. You're actually interacting with 6-7 people without even realizing it just by pressing play on a record. So I think it's the least lonely profession of all of them because there's so much going on all the time.
Man got spiritual with us, you know.
Serious,
Man
man,
says,
I'm
yo. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's definitely not though. People, like, when you're playing out, somebody's going to come up to you and ask for a request, even if you don't take requests. So, like, you ain't lonely when somebody comes and asks you for a request. Now you've got an extra person there. So, yeah, even if you don't take requests and you hate those people, yeah. If you're
There's
lonely,
going to
you're
be
lonely
a
'cause
point
you
where
wanna be.
somebody comes up and gives you a request that you're like, yeah, that's the one I want to play.
I love that, you know.
Yeah, because you know, even if you don't take requests, someone will come up to you at some point and say, yo, put on this song, and they'll go for a back-of-wall tune that you haven't heard for like 20 years, and you're like, that is the perfect tune for now. That's exactly what I need.
Do you know what I love? I love when somebody comes over and they ask for a request and it's based on what I'm playing now.
Yeah.
I love that. Like when somebody comes and they're like, they can hear the set. They're in their head. They're like, yo, if this comes next,
That's
smash
it.
And when they come over, especially if I didn't think I should play that tune.
Yeah,
so if
man.
I'm like, if I thought that tune should be played next and I didn't play it because I thought, oh, maybe the crowd don't want it, and someone comes over and they say, like, play that tune, I am 100% playing it, and I'm going to be gassed as well.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. And when they're listening and they can hear that the BPM deserves that tune, they're like,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and sometimes, yeah, the people that have requested songs from me have put me onto some tunes
Oh my
that I've
days.
never heard of before. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you asking me? And I go at the end of the gig, what was this song? That would have worked perfect.
Yo.
That was wicked. Yeah, so I owe at least 30% of my library to people in my life that have said, wow,
Yeah, just
I like
ask-
this
that's
song.
pretty
Or
sick.
like the amount of times I've been sat in the car with you and you've put on a song that I've never heard before.
Bro, these things, yeah, you know, like, yeah, bro, those things.
I remember those tunes, yeah. Now every time I play that tune, I'm like, I remember Dwayne showing me this tune, or I remember like, so-and-so showing me this tune.
Do you know what happened? Somebody, yeah, do you know, like, I Want Your Soul by Armand Van Helden?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was playing somewhere. I was foreign, man. I remember I was way away from home, and it was my first time playing there, and I didn't know. Like I was trying to gauge the crowd, yeah. And somebody came over and was like, "Can you play I Want Your Soul?" And I was like, "I Want Your Soul." I was like, "What kind of devil are you trying to get me to play?" Bro? And then, but he's like, "Oh no, Armand Van Helden." And I'd never heard the tune before, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what? I say that, right? 'Cause I'd never heard the name of the tune. So then, I'm like, let me just find and see if I got it in my library. Because I got bare tunes I've just never listened to. So like, I've like searched for it. Bam, it's there. So I'm like, oh, let me press play. I'm like, yo. I played it the very next tune. I was like, yo. When I played it, yeah, and the whole crowd went mad. I was like, yo, that's getting dashed in the library now, you know. That's
Yeah.
like there in the favorite section. But like those things there, like being around brethrens and like when man show me tune that I can't deny a sick tunes and they definitely deserve to be played out. And
Yeah.
when people actually come over and ask me for tunes that just turn the place upside down. Even if I don't like the tune, if it turns
If
the
it
place
works,
upside
it
down,
works.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I love that stuff.
Time and a place for everything.
I love that. I love that. So our last one is people don't dance on the dance floor anymore. True or false?
I lied about tell, yeah, man.
False!
Yeah,
That is
man.
not right.
Yeah, people definitely do. They definitely do.
Yeah,
I'll show you videos. Go on my Insta or whatever. Like you'll see people dance. People dance, man. And as well, if you're just playing all the new music, people don't dance because they don't make music to dance to anymore.
Nah, you're
Like,
right, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of moody stuff.
So a lot of moody stuff in it, like a lot of like it's either that or just bare like crazy feelings. Like
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
Like I want your soul. Yo, that people dance to that though.
Yeah,
But
serious.
yeah. Now people definitely do dance.
100%.
They just don't do the robot anymore. And
I don't know.
Sprinkler.
I've been playing in Canuck, bro.
oh, bro,
I'm telling you.
they do the robot.
Peter Crouch is in there, bro.
Yeah, man. Out here, man. I saw. You know what? I was playing in Gloucester.
Yeah.
Right. And somebody said to me, "Can you play Genuine Pony?"
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. I was playing garage at the time, innit? So I mixed Pony into a garage tune. Yeah. And as I played, as it's coming now, yeah, the geezer's like, whoa, yo. And then he's done the worm, bro. He fell on the floor and it was loud. Just ba-dum. He was louder than the speakers. Just ba-dum. And then just bam, doing the worm all over the dirty floor. Felt no way. So yeah, man. People dance.
People do dance. People
dance,
do dance. Or they move and call it dancing.
Yeah. Out here doing Scotty 2 Hottie wrestling moves.
It's the 619.
In it, man. The 619. Bruh.
Ah, hilarious.
Somebody will do that one day in the club. Yeah, man.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, this has been a brilliant interview, and really appreciate your guys' insight into the statements as well, because it's quite interesting to hear what your opinions are about it. So we're really looking forward to seeing you both next Wednesday, the 23rd of July. And it's our wildcard night, which is going to be Afrobeats and dancehall.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited what you both are going to be bringing to the night. And yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure having you both, and we're just really excited to have you guys on board. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you
And
for having us.
Thank you for having us. Yeah,
And
man.
big up back to back as well. Serious, man.
Big
Love
up
this.
back
Appreciate
to
it.
back. Telling you,
Appreciate
big up
it.
Sophie. Not the person, the place. Sophie Digba. Yeah, man.
There's someone, Sophie, out there thinking, what?
What? In it. Poor Sophie. Yeah, man. But
Yeah, wicked.
Nah, all day, 100. Scud up, scud up, scud up.
Thanks for having us. Bless up.